weekends near say Vice President Jenana Opoku Ajima Ebusia yete said na kwako piemo University of Ghana Medical Center chese won sem no ababe dija e social media ni so enei eye lawyer Maurice Ampaw wadi nchiremu ni nyina abade enti anam so ema ma mi sisi a oyare aha Airline Media Ghana mesro so be share ama fufuro nya bia hwe wa like wa commenting so ede amame ebusia weekends ni yete say Vice President Jenana Opoku Ajima na won fa na chese din ko piem University of Ghana Medical Center chese no kwakwaja ya reze si am no kasa ide ensem na ya tini say ababe critical din no kwakwa piem ewo eye abrochimemo kwakwaji na ya rehwe se de da enim se abanu mpanyimfo de say arebi bu omo ye mo omo to hwi ne do mo kwakwa piem wo eye abrochi chese omo use Ghana de omo ntimi enje ayarehwe ebusu asansem we nyina no yetifi eye Minister for Government Communication eye Fosukwache ene de babeto abonten ekire sansem we mu nyina eno ene ye lawyer Maurice Ampaw enra da ode ababeto dwa wo kire se NDC ene John Dramani Mahama omuye nipa bonefo enchiremu na busu anyam na meka eye lawyer Maurice Ampaw ene ka wo se ebra na campaign ekoso no motama na hwi ne ekwa constituency we ne ekwa constituency we ye campaign no data mi nyina no na maame no ne ho mfa no enso John Dramani Mahama ehwenhwe ha sesa maame no edi ni didi na chisa chese nei ena nam so ama maame no na pomuden ho atochima na wo kirema wo se eye NDC yenye nim se eye Jenana Opoku Ajima wona eye vice edema Ghana na so ne vice no ebusua enye wono ene edie vice no obi wo hono ma odi wo ye adwuma te se vice president ewo Ghana ha nim se eye lawyer Maurice Ampaw ene kire sanse wi na ebusua yenkwati abra na wodi ni dwumadie no ehye so ewo Wuntumi TV yenkwati nchiremu ni nyina FFV lawyer Maurice Ampaw ne nchen emfamra
very cover but we don't want any dark crowd yempe so obi bomb pie to take the woman's place adi mami krati nkwemukra no the vice president who how effective it is mami no you could say you should get bodum mami enyi mami yare ye petumi nti no ni nam campaign mami utumu se mami na no umete but we want to use him and we have used her sorry we want to use her we have used her for power and now we are dumping her because we can see say oh yeah vice president mami nya effective ye ko bibi ya ye ne nko de bia na eja no fie the dressing ya undress the photo the wardrobe ye package mami ni ye mami no office na be abandoned and mami no I say president embo mo ne ho enene ya tam no eko na ye ko dampen wa bruchiri na ya be trade jumade so because obi edi ni position obi di ni vice otinko muka ye di ni vice dada enti no yampa boni se nyame obo so na sase no o ma we mpare mame no se mame no trans no so bra wa bre no hu ne hu susu aso e bi nka ne ma e bi nka ne busua na e bi nka Ghana for obi biara o hye mami yare ase no obi biara responsible for the illness and all bomb pass mami be fimu no sa yare no e no wu no you turn back to sender emonra NDC fomu emonra party mu emonra baby fiba na nyamenje mama Jane nenkwa he say oye innocent soul la wa bone bra akochire na die anya professor ship na mami yes so innocent we will not allow this woman to be sacrificed empire oyesu
abuso oguso akasa no wotwem se yanchei bia ye bekaya ne wi ati se John Dramani Mahama dia beto abonte se yakofo miense dia petition no se eye chief justice tokuno eniona bi on ma oye no emo my Ghana e na afa judiciary system no enti omo hwe na chese omo nyi no emfi abam fa nipa foforo emra eno ena ye lawyer Maurice Ampaw wotwem se Sede nana dagwa kufu ado baya odi tokunu baya sansi na NDC fo nso abon pese omo so di obi foforo eba be sha na eye John Dramani Mahama oba aban mu no chese eye Ghana nyina wakonka ya chese se no ukokopie mu Parliament House dia enye chese speaker crowd de no asheri bottom dia ono ebe ka se speaker enye no enu wo ye no Parliament la busia entire mu ni dia doors fa na send the lawyer Maurice Ampaw wabbo bi so akyese ene die eye judge se Ghana anim se cramp no omo ebo sa asem mi yenko tie no emra
cool, calm, God-fearing, and Nanyamisum, and Assemblies of God, and Penyamini Nami Crawford, and Nami Atumde, Oyaboko, Mama is the hope, and a God-fearing, but not oh, deal with Mama, I tell you, Mama engaging in impunity, you don't see it. Mama engaging in dictatorship tendencies, you don't see it. But he is. Look at him. He has been able to take control over parliament by the numbers. On my Ghana phone who say, or the hope for the nation. Now our Bible resets Ghana to better everything now. Ghana do ya enye or better Ghana. Or youth no 24 hours employment. Until every youth benya 3 shifts. Or see Ghana for tono because or the Juma beba Juma ra. In fact, what the title the crazy my friend say kosun dumi. Or cancel ba kania. Or make sure said we don't have issues with light. Nyama ba ma shey boy nyan mama ba no e ma youth no to ya to abama no what taking control of parliament it parliament and parliament e wo mama bottom we don't have parliamentary independent too mama by numbers no the party take over and then we have a situation whereby the speaker of parliament mama bottom unlike nanado 2020 ya Ghana for two abama no mo two aba Emma a pie of parliament. Na yenya abangbagbe oye NDC ni. Inti 2020 no na NDC ni MPP niya nanado any we say NDC no more government country no. But nanado take control of the executive no. Na NDC led by abangbagbe was controlling the executive the legislature and the judiciary was independent. So 2020 no na NDC ni MPP na ebu man no. But this time Ghana for say no, I'm why and Mama majority. Your money majority more than 181. And the parliament no homo nyede. Nia mama pen oye. Because party no etie mama. Now we an executive leadership in some appointment the action in sa or control bibia or appointee or terminate or ma warning or issued arrest warrant or tata people through oral. He has every power in the executive power. Then currently Mama now want to control the judiciary. Until how do you control the judiciary? No, he told us before Obewi election say judiciary no obey house cleaning, obey resetting, and the resetting no unless obey chief justice if you and yeah, so this is a there will be house cleaning to Mama bro opposition or say nanado pack Supreme Court no with NPP judges Sasu my Amandina MP or say omo ba judges no omo political college no omo ni momo omo yi omo ni efi ho and then they will appoint NDC judges. And they were sure say the chief justice is a chief justice on Mama oba appointing obe to control no. That is what Mama said in the campaign. And in every platform no omo will say only GDA or judiciary mo. There is no way out he can work with the judiciary. So and then you talk about man no. Well, control parliament control executive. Now Mama has set an agenda together with the Council of State to take over the judiciary. And through the petition, the agenda have started. I don't want to look at the legalities. I look at the legalities. Say, Georgina Wood, my friend said, we share in the history of Chief Justice Ghana. Chief Justice be anywhere you do, a free power. Apart from se akokosa Nkrumah 1962 Chief Justice di asem etia Nkrumah na Nkrumah bufuyi ena o remove Chief Justice no o jinedi in 1963 say akokosa the first Chief Justice no Nkrumah through the dictatorship element no but not Nkrumah was running a one-party state or control parliament a control executive and it say akokosa oya independent no judge Supreme Court Chief Justice at that time no Nkrumah want to control the judiciary into no the Chief Justice say akokosa the first Chief Justice was sacked by Nkrumah. And Osaki Chief Justice no, then he took control over the judiciary. Until Nkrumah became a dictator. He controlled parliament, the executive, and the judiciary. And then he banned the other political parties and he started ruling Ghana. And no, na edi coup d'etat baye because sadi no ye no yi Chief Justice fi hodo no.
Ebusia lawyer Maurice Ampaw oguso kasa no wo chire mo wode ba beto abonti se what the one in Emma judiciary ni nyina say omo including supreme judges circuit for district court judges mu nyina wose mu independent no is under threat some man hwe ni hu ye pa dia said the Chief Justice get you tokono John Dramani Mahama wasake no sana judges nkani na se man hwe ye na wane munwuma yi a enye mo so no mo kwa eda samyemo tise betimi ayi mo ade so se mo de mo beto fuma John Dramani Mahama bae no enkofu bebre na no wasake including police fo bia osusu se chese omo anfa kwa paso anase after recruitment no enye de omo ebaye ebusia etise wo ye judge supreme and circuit judge a district court judge bia no hweniye esan said the Chief Justice tokono no sa no an we ya dia man tie say there lawyer Maurice Ampaw was sending warning at the ama judges for nyina Ghana ebusia esem no so de edoso ne gonko tie sa warning we ever mereba e beto aso
I'm giving to the judiciary who are judge right from the Supreme Court judges to the magistrates to the family tribunal. Your independence is under threat. Judicial independence is under threat. The judiciary is under threat. The judiciary is not free for political influence. The judiciary has come under serious threats. Where when your leader is removed, everybody can be removed. And I can tell you on authority, after Tokonu, some of the judges at the Supreme Court will reach your term. Petitions upon petitions will start flowing. I know about 2 or 3 petitions. And every judge Nana do appoint you, you will also come. You face the same. If you allow Tokonu to go, you face the same music. I'm telling you. And the judiciary, you will not have peace because you have a president who is agenda is to reset your judiciary and to tune your mind as to how you should administer justice according to how not according to law. So they attempt to break the judiciary. If you see the fight say a Tokonu fighter, hey, please. And the Tokonu can go. In fact, Tokonu can after she can be suspended. But the consequences is that when Tokonu goes, who will replace Tokonu will have issues. Because all Ghanaians will never accept you as a neutral person, Chief Justice. The system will fight you. Your own colleagues at the bench will fight you. You'll be a traitor. Any judge, Biara, if they attempt to remove Madame Tokonu succeeds, any Supreme Court judge that will be nominated and approved by Parliament because they have the majority, that Chief Justice will suffer rejection. Ghanaians and some of us will look at the Chief Justice as a traitor, the new Chief Justice as a traitor, who together with NDC did what we call judicial coup. Where a judicial coup? An attempt to remove Madam Tokono is a judicial coup. That Mahama, who people claim to be God-fearing and he set a certain agenda, who men of God prayed, a bompai mano, shani and yonyam, so fun nyamihum kron and governor. This man has now turned around to hunt people, to hunt the judiciary. And you see, let me tell you before God and man, the moment Tokonu is removed, the judiciary of Ghana is gone. Because the lawyers in this country, listen to me, the Ghana Bar Association, if you sit down for this school to happen, you have yourself to blame. Because now, any person that the current president appoint to the Supreme Court will also be colored NDC judge. So if you appoint a Supreme Court judge, NDC judge, appoint a Supreme Court Chief Justice, NDC Chief Justice. So if you want to politicize the judiciary, so be it. But it may lead to political instability. Because when Mama controls the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, through threats. Currently, the judiciary has come under threat because we are judge you are not safe. Because if your home boss can be removed, every judge can be set at a trap. So NDC have list of judges they don't like. Look, the moment Mama during the campaign was having in mind, NDC were having in mind that the judiciary is being packed, the Supreme Court is being packed. It means that after Tokono, any judge who was appointed by MPP, job security will be denied you. And now, every judge behind from the Supreme Court, when there is a case at the Supreme Court involving political exposed person, how your MPP no, NDC no, who a judge goes through how your ruling will go. Now, it will flow to the Court of Appeal, High Court, Circuit Court, District Court. Now, NDC, Mahama will throw a satellite to watching the conduct and the rulings and the authorities and rulings of judges to determine those judges who are for and those who are against. And this is where the level at which we want to go, so be it. But come 2028, when Tokono is removed, anybody who also come 2028, the new president was also removed. It will get to a stage, Chief Justice position will not be secured by the Constitution. It will be determined on the person in power. It will be now also about setting up a true petition. Whether the petition is has some merit or not. And listen to me. Let me educate people. Look, on social media, people are talking about Charlotte say, Nana Domu Charlotte say because he went through the process, and it's the same way. If Tokono is being removed, what is wrong? Let me tell you. Let's learn. When it comes to Charlotte say, Murefi, the Charlotte say was appointed by the president at that time. Satana Afarijan has gone on retirement. They wanted Afarijan replacements. There were senior EC officials there. Bakomire finidin wewu. And Mrs. Amankwebi These are two. Now, after the journey, but when Madam Charlotte Osei was appointed, tension about these three officers, senior officers. Samadu Tanko, I don't know. About to the sense of Charlotte Osei had issues with these two deputies. One a lawyer, woman, and then one a seasoned electoral commissioner. On us, AY3HU. To the state says Charlotte Osei do them no nisa two deputies non kasa. Every time the Charlotte Osei committee, the two deputies are not involved. Charlotte Osei was running the LC as a one woman show. To the sense say all procurement was done without reference to the procurement authority. Okay, I say, Bra MPP sue electoral commission say the electoral register is overbloated. And you know, yankoya cleaning no. Charlotte Osei on its own without recourse to procurement practices, no, equal appointee to the sorry as EC lawyer. It tried to cut 3 billion now. One new be and transit, and that will become an issue. And you know, petitioner, lawyer, I know your lecturer, or the coy, the very well, was to look at Charlotte Osei's breaches and the fact say he had issues with the deputies. This was what brought about Charlotte Osei removal. To the sense, do table now for the two deputies, no. Omo blame Charlotte Osei, and Charlotte Osei also blame you. But they set up the committee to look into the matter. No. Evidence no show say Charlotte Osei say omo ya conform, omo say omo Charlotte Osei also conform. This is what happened. So Charlotte Osei Kasano could not work with his own deputies and created problem for herself. Edu Tembina the three Amadou, Mrs. Amankwa and Charlotte Osei were accusing each other. Into Nahu Kosam. That is a different ballgame together with a chief justice, sir. You are pointing out there's no problem with the judiciary. Currently, judiciary, there's nothing like there is a problem. He has not taken any unilateral decision. He's at peace. In fact, every decision he takes has not created problem for the country. He is not fighting the president of the day. He's not fighting the government of the day. He has been a chief justice where this government has one power. That is peace. That is stability. At least if I were President Mahama, to act as a check, I control executive, I control legislature. Let the judiciary be what it is. An experienced president would rather partner Charlotte with Tokonu. If I were President Mahama, what I would do is to rather bring Tokonu on board as one arm of government, and to have a cordial relationship with the woman, because you have the mandate, you have the power. But leave the judiciary alone. Don't go and do removal and a reappointment and start cleaning the judiciary by putting your own people there and thinking that Ghanaians and the ordinary Ghanaians will look up to you. Is a trap. Mama, it's a trap. If you don't heed to my call, Ghanaians are quiet. Lawyers are quiet. It's only few lawyers who are doing legal gymnastics. And and you see the lawyers don't make gymnastics. No, almost time, mama, no. Almost pure NDC people no are finding fault. And it should be removed. It should be removed. And those who also support the woman say that it should not be removed. But remember, you have a duty. You only have 4 years. Remember, you have a legacy to protect. If you want to be one of the, you want to be like in Nkrumah and go to the political history, say you under your reign, like I said, they say you remove a sitting chief justice without a just cost, because it was an agenda that you had whilst in opposition. You see, if Whilst in the position, you were supporting the Chief Justice and the judiciary. We will not have problem. But whilst in position, you were not comfortable with them. And you promised to deal with them. And now you are fulfilling that promise. And you see, the men of God in this country are quiet. They are quiet. Civil society are quiet because we are looking up to you. You have the mandate of the people. Oh, what did I say? Bible say, "What didn't you quiet?" But I didn't know. Mama and the NDC government, Mama, remember the days when you were going around to seek the mandate of the people of Ghana, and the way you were going to men of God to pray for, and telling God that, God, have mercy upon me. Lord, have mercy upon me. Now you have the power. You want to show people where power lies. Now you are arresting people with impunity. Now you are removing people from office with impunity. Thinking, say, your mandate will never come to an end. 4 years, panel. You will be going home. But if you want to copy right. If you want to copy and be like in Nkrumah, he didn't like Akokosa. And in 1963, removed him from office because the man was doing his work. And the independence of the judiciary became an threat. And I don't know, no. You could see. Listen to me. Imagine, everybody thought you can't come back. But grace has found you. The God of second chance of Adonai, you went there to seek praise. I'll give you the second chance to come and correct the wrong. Now, whilst you are in power, you are now worsening and becoming not the better president we ought to know, a president who will have the spirit to understand that, hey, the hatred I have for the judiciary, now that I have won power, don't let me extend that hatred. Mama, you can't tell me that you love the members of the bench. No, Mama, you can't do that. You can't tell me. Because if the woman has not provoked your government, the judiciary has not done anything to show that they are anti-NDC. The judiciary is working. This same judiciary, presided over by Tokonu, gave NDC judgment where your majority leader at that time, Atufo Senko, were freed. A lot of rulings have gone into your favor. What again do you want? And you have an attorney general. Oh, no. Every government, every party member who has a case to answer at the court are being freed. No process quite. Discontinue. And is now rallying to put before your opponent before court. So whilst Attorney General is freeing you, President Mahama, through your dictatorship tendency, you with the Attorney General are freeing your party members from being accountable, from prosecution, from facing their wrongdoing. You are now preparing your opponent to go to a court where you want to have your own judges, your own Supreme Court judges, your own Chief Justice, your own judges to Jesus Christ. My God, I'm sad. I'm very, very sad. I'm very sad for President Mahama. And if God Almighty, that we all know, is the one that we serve. That when people, there's a song. There's a song. Nobody was saying, Emma Wu, Mama, I'm singing this song for you. Emma Wu, Urenfi, Onyamia, Oyiwu, Fiwanimwasimu. You remember when you lost 2026? The shame and the humiliation that you went through. People rejected you. Mama, please look, your own people even didn't want to come to you. They accuse you for you being a president and not being caring, and they accuse you. They gave you names. Emma wu refi onyamia oyiwu fi wa mani mu sa wa brabo mu sam enne wa brabo mu sam ye enne ekoye mama o dey say mama ekoye mama adina piki apiki na mama apiki amano and the government of the day, the president, the supreme commander, he control the parliament, he control the executive. Now he's attempt to control the judiciary and become a dictator. Sawa brabo musam, yeah, mawa, sheye, nawa sheye nawa nye etimodin. Sheye na wenti obi famudie so sheye na ma hantantumi na wenya no, because you will account for your actions. And I'm looking forward to the Council of States, and I'm looking forward to see what they will say. And President Mahama Nado die me trasa me dwinwa me hu obi a owo humobro no wotima na one the detector in terms of the judiciary, because we can remember the day that Georgina Wood was sworn into office, NDC4 had Georgina Wood Chief Justice Georgina Wood, because case somebody could court to be an case in here. And then I said, look at me can't remember that time, no. The chairman of the party, may his soul rest in peace, Kwabena J, came out with the slogan, there's so many ways of killing a cat. Then there must be judicial cleansing led by the NDC. Threatening here and there, Maurice, judicial cleansing, cleansing. Then, when Madam Georgina Wood was leaving, then we have Sophia Kufwa. I can't 1 year, less than one something few months to go on retirement. Nana do who no more. No appointing. No. When Sophia 2 came, there were petitions to remove her. Nana said no. The independent of the judiciary is so critical. Georgina Wood, there were petitions. Nana said no way. So for Akufu, there were petitions. Nana said no way. Justice Enim Yabua took over. There were petitions. Nana said no way. Tokonu, Nana said no way. He on person at the time he removed any jet, but today, so for Akufu. Has become something else. He has forgotten where she was, and he's going to sit as part of the Council of State. And there's a Tukuba there. I don't want to talk about him because I see him to be a bitter jurist, a bitter former Supreme Court judge who retired and thought that he should have been given appointment, and his utterances is a serious issue for the judiciary. He wants judicial coup to take place, but he has forgotten that when there's a judicial coup, there will be a main coup. That's what happened. But if you do a judicial coup, the executive coup too, there can be a coup there. The legislature will also suffer, because when people begin to see that the government of the day is taking power, the people for granted, the power that they gave them is being abused, then people will rise, and when people arise, and the government cannot be removed, you have some lunatics be a papa may attempt to overthrow the government that we have elected, and that is what we don't want to see. We want Mahama to have peaceful reign. God has been so good to you, Mahama. What God has done to you, don't add the judiciary that God has not added. The judiciary was not part of the issue. You were giving the executive and the legislature to elect. Yet Ghanaians didn't like the judiciary. The judiciary was somewhere. The election was filling the executive power and the parliamentary power. That's what you fought for. But now you want to add the judicial power. You want to go beyond Article 129, which says that final judicial power rests with the judiciary. Mahama want to act as a jurist through appointing his own, so that together they can run the states the way they want. You pay dearly for that. And Atuguba, there's Atuguba. We all knew what you did during the election petition. When you sat and the way you conducted yourself. If you have retired, please leave the judiciary alone. The reason why some of us are worried is that the judiciary, that's where we eat too. When we destroy the independence of the judiciary and there is instability in the judiciary, it will affect the source of livelihood of lawyers and all stakeholders. The judges, you are not safe if you are allowed Tokonu to go fight this battle alone. And any removal for Tokonu will spell doom for the nation. It will break red flag. And Mama, you pay dearly for this single action because prosperity will judge you. It's my prayer that God will allow this cap to don't allow you to commit such blunder. Don't allow anybody to push you, because when you commit that blunder, it will be Mahama. The rest of NDC will move on. Remember, say you have 4 years, and by the 3rd year, there will be a new NDC with a new leadership, and you go home. But you go home with a clean conscience. President Mahama, go home with the conscience that I came to serve, and I'm able to.
Say, come here, say NDC for mobile na ama say no, ama for ya appoint omu nyina no, omu kwa elders ni mo chese. Say fear panic bi pa na aba beto so, wo di dwuma na say 1 van 2 year bia, ye betimi asake, o say de ye dan pare na afi ye maami Tokono no sa na wa hwa ye de ebe ye nti say no, wa ba aban mu ana wa hwe ni ye pa. Lawyer Maurice Ampaw we ni nsem bi okkan ye e na afi so wo say eye watete se when no usu bempa action koma chese 2028 no wo kan se kian ne kede e kene bi akompleko e Japan e na eba beba abamu se da busia enzem na kwa bi so e o social media ne so we any nsema Lawyer Maurice Ampaw wo de etu eja metro so be share ama fofo nya bi ahwe wa like no wa comment aha e aran media Ghana midi de atre broni medase.